Yo, what is going on, guys? It is your boy the Gamer back in with another video. Now today's video, as you can probably tell by the title, is going to be a much more of a serious video, much more of like a sit down and just talking with you guys and hopefully talking to some people at Epic Games. I really do hope this video does reach some people at Epic Games, because more importantly, this video is just directed towards them, as well as sort of just an overall update on the current situation of Fortnite Mobile and really just telling you guys the truth about the game. And I'm going to explain what that means in just a little bit. In this video, I'm going to be covering a lot of topics you guys frequently ask questions on. So by dropping a like on this video, there's a really good chance that someone out there who is interested on Fortnite Mobile will see this video and I could potentially answer some questions of theirs. And as always, if you guys enjoy my content, you haven't already subscribed, dropping a sub would also mean the world. I've been creeping up 2 million subs, and Fortnite Mobile being banned obviously has not helped that. And so if you guys could do me a favor and drop a sub, I'd greatly appreciate it. So in today's video, I'm going to be covering, like I said, the truth about Fortnite Mobile. But before I do that, there might be some people watching this video who don't even know the full story of Fortnite Mobile and what has transpired over these last few months. So really quickly, I'm just going to give you guys a refresher of everything that has gone on. So for any new people to the situation, because there's still a lot of people out there who are really confused as to what has happened to Fortnite Mobile, I can go ahead and explain that to you guys right now. So a few months ago, in the middle of August, Epic Games released update 13.4 for all of Fortnite, but specifically for the mobile platform, both iOS and Android. There is a new feature on the game in which people could purchase V-Bucks at a 20% discount. Now, the way in which Epic Games did this 20% discount is they basically broke the terms of service of both the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store. So because this new update for Fortnite Mobile broke the terms of service, Apple and Google both removed the Fortnite app from the App Store. So if you search up Fortnite, you would not be able to download it, you'd not be able to find it. And so because of this, Epic Games decided to fire back a retaliation with a lawsuit. They actually sued both Apple and Google Play for removing their app off the App Store. And because of this, Apple and Google obviously are not going to take kindly to a lawsuit. So since then, the games have not been on the App Store since the middle of August. They have not been able to receive updates, and that means that Fortnite Mobile on iOS specifically is stuck in update 13.4. If you guys need a time frame, that's been about 120 days that Fortnite Mobile has been stuck in season 3, while season 4 has come and gone and we are now into season 5 territories. Fortnite Mobile on iOS is still stuck in the good old days of season 3 because of this lawsuit of Epic Games versus Apple. And the reason Android is not actually stuck in season 3, you can actually go play right now on Android season 5, is because Epic Games has their own launcher in which you download it through epicgames.com, and so it doesn't go through Google Play. So basically, Android, ever since this lawsuit, has been pretty much fine. They've been receiving updates, they've been receiving everything iOS hasn't been able to be receiving. So out of all the platforms currently you're able to play Fortnite on, iOS is the only platform in which it is stuck in season 3. And so for future reference in this video, when I talk about Fortnite Mobile, I'm mainly referring to iOS, because Android Fortnite Mobile is still good to go, still gets all the updates, but the Android player base only makes up about 15 to 20% of the total Fortnite Mobile audience. And so that is why this issue affects the mobile community so much, is because the iOS player base is a large majority of the Fortnite Mobile player base. So a few frequently asked questions before we really get into the meat of the video. The first one being, do you know when Fortnite Mobile is coming back? I get this question asked on a daily basis, on an hourly basis, on my streams, tweets, pretty much anywhere. And no, guys, I do not know when it's coming back. I do not work for Epic Games. I've never worked for Epic Games. No one has told me anything. And that's something I'm going to touch on later in the video, is the communication. But no, I don't know when it's coming back. No one else in the mobile community knows when the game is coming back. The lawsuit as it stands right now, Epic Games versus Apple, is scheduled to take place, I think, in May of 2021, which is about 6 months away. So in 6 months, that is when the legal proceedings are going to continue, and we should hopefully have an update with Fortnite Mobile. So 6 months is kind of my guess. The next biggest asked question is, do I know when it is going to be coming to NVIDIA GeForce on iOS? And no, I did not know that either. I believe in an article in which I posted my video about a month ago, it said it was coming in December, or at least in 2020. So I'm still really hoping that Fortnite will be on NVIDIA GeForce Now, which will basically be Fortnite Mobile on iOS. It's going to be a really scuffed system, and it's not going to be perfect by any means, but it will be, I guess, sort of the closest thing we're going to be getting to Fortnite Mobile on iOS for quite some time. So I still don't know the answer to that. I do believe it is going to be coming out this month in 2020. I may be wrong, but the same thing with the previous question. No one's told me anything, and unfortunately, I don't have any insider information I can give you guys. And the last question, this has been something that has been asked to me so much over these last few months. Will I return to Fortnite Mobile once the game comes back? And the resounding answer is yes. Fortnite Mobile means the world to me. It is the reason I am in this position right now. I'm never going to ditch the mobile community. I'm never going to be leaving the mobile community. And so because of that, when Fortnite Mobile comes back to iOS, whenever it starts receiving updates again and the content, I'm going to be back making the videos and the content I was making before. But for the time being, can't really do that because there's no new content on the game. And this is sort of just a precursor to everything I'm about to say in this video. Obviously, I know the Epic Games lawsuit is going on with Apple. So everything I'm going to be suggesting and talking about in today's video is assuming the fact that Epic Games and Apple don't come to a, premature agreement or a conclusion, and that the lawsuit stays on track for May 2021. Everything I'm going to be talking about and discussing is things they could have previously done even with the lawsuit going on, or things they can change in the future to make Fortnite Mobile better. So no, I'm not even going to bring up the fact that Epic Games could just get out of the lawsuit, because obviously that's not going to happen at this point in the game. So I just want to clarify that I'm obviously very aware of the legal ramifications of Epic Games and Apple being in this lawsuit. And so I tried to formulate and frame this video in a way where Epic Games can still take meaningful action towards the mobile community without impacting or affecting their lawsuit. And so this is the part of the video where I really just want to basically be talking, just a real truth, a real hard truth to both the community and to hopefully people at Epic Games about the situation of Fortnite Mobile, what has happened over these last few months, and what is most likely going to continue to happen over the next few months until Fortnite Mobile is finally put back on the App Store. Now, I waited to make this specific video a really long time because I wanted to give Epic Games the time they needed to figure out what they were doing with the Epic Games versus Apple lawsuit, and to figure out where iOS stood in the grand scheme of Fortnite. And so I could have made this video 2 months ago, 3 months ago, but that wouldn't really be fair to Epic Games, because then they wouldn't have the time to develop a game plan. They wouldn't probably have any answers to the questions I'm going to be asking them today. And really, we were still all kind of curious and questionable. And back then, I think the community had so much hope that Epic Games would do the right thing and Epic Games would step up and make the right choices in this situation. But over these last few months, Epic Games time and time again has really just proven that they are not going to be doing what the mobile community sort of hopes and almost deserves in a sense. And so that is why I have gone and decided to make this video today. And so yeah, let's just hop into it. So there's three main things I think Epic has critically failed at over these last few months. The first one being the communication. Ever since the hashtag free Fortnite, pretty much publicity stunt. I'm gonna call it a publicity stunt. It was extremely well orchestrated. They had a commercial, they had the free tournament, the skin, they had everything. The mobile community thought at that time that, wow, Epic Games cares so much about this and so much about us, and we're gonna get iOS back in no time. But ultimately, after the hashtag free Fortnite publicity stunt, they've gone quiet. There's been no public communication regarding the situation of Fortnite Mobile on iOS. They have in the background continued to fight this legally, once again with no updates to the public, and the millions and millions of players stuck on iOS with no questions and no communication. And myself, as the second largest Fortnite Mobile content creator in the world, I don't know what's going on. I know people at Epic Games. I've been to the Epic Games headquarters previously to meet with people on Fortnite Mobile, and yet I don't know the future of the game or even the current state of the game, because Epic Games just has not communicated to myself or the player base as a whole. And it is truly disappointing to me knowing that there are so many people out there, and especially in a time like this where people are in quarantine and there's a global pandemic and gaming is a way to escape what is going on. Epic Games truly has just left the entire iOS Fortnite Mobile player base in the dark about the situation. And yes, there is a legal proceeding going on, but at the same time, that's a lawsuit they brought on themselves. So to me, it is in their responsibility to update us, to give us communication, to let us know what is going on with the game we all love to play. We don't know. They act like it never happened. Honestly, to me, Epic Games acts and treats this situation like it is not happening, and they go on about their day-to-day basis without even pretty much acknowledging what is going on. And so that sort of leads me into my second point of the community has wanted, you know, something. The community, if it's not communication, at least give us like just toss us the tiniest bone in the time being for us Fortnite Mobile players to entertain ourselves on the game. You know, we obviously know that the game Fortnite Mobile is not going to be receiving updates. I think everyone has got that in their mind that we're stuck on 13.4. We can't get the new battle pass. We can't get the new skins. We can't get the new map. I think we're all fine with that now. But Epic Games ignoring this situation and almost ignoring the player base has really hurt us, because there are a lot of small tweaks and changes, at least the player base things that can be done to the game to sort of give us something to do in the time that Fortnite is removed from iOS and the app stores. So basically a very popular recommendation that is something Fortnite Mobile could do to give the player base at least just like the tiniest bit of enjoyment or refreshing content on the game is to add back Arena. The night that Fortnite went to season 4 and Fortnite Mobile and iOS officially got stuck in season 3, that night Arena was on iOS for iOS only players for just a few hours. After that, for some odd reason, Fortnite Arena on mobile was removed and it has not come back since. If you go to the game tab on Fortnite right now on iOS, you're going to see 4 game modes. You're going to see solos, duos, squads, and creative. At any point in the day, I will have maybe one friend playing solos, one friend playing any of the other modes, and then like 15 friends of mine in creative. The entire mobile community has resorted to playing creative because Epic Games has left us literally nothing to do to pass the time, because solos, duos, and squad, the public match lobbies, they are filled with bots and with AI because everyone has quit the game and because people have just moved on from it ultimately. So to populate the lobbies and for people who actually want to play solo, duos, and squads, the lobbies have to be filled with like 90 to 95% AI. If you guys don't believe me, I made a few videos recently going over this, and it is pretty scary how few real people are playing in the game right now. So because that, the skillful players, the competitive players have moved to creative, and what we've wanted these last few months is an arena. An iOS only arena would be absolutely fantastic. I could host customs, the community could go back to sort of some competitive styles, some formats, and really it would just give something for the mobile community to do, if only for a few weeks before it gets old, just something. And continuing to talk about refreshing potential opportunities for the game would be LTMs. Fortnite Mobile has had LTMs the entire game. I'm not sure why all of a sudden now Fortnite has no LTMs on mobile, has no arena, has no anything. It just seems like, to me, having at least the bare minimum of game modes to access for the player base would go such a long way, just keeping the game mildly interesting for the people who still want to play it in this downtime. And so the lack of communication just sort of leads the community to believe that either A, these changes aren't possible and arena can never be added to mobile. You know, the LTMs, that's something I think would be really cool. And then also the loot pool, if that could potentially be changed, changing up a loot pool on a loot pool that is literally 6 months old for iOS would just once again refresh the game. But we don't know. We have been asking Epic Games, the community and myself included, have been asking Epic Games, Tim Sweeney, on a daily, weekly basis if these things can be added, and we are ultimately just ignored. So it kind of goes back to the communication of the community has kind of figured out ways to make this game not stale, but by Epic Games not communicating to us, not responding to us, ultimately ignoring us, we don't know the possibilities of what is actually capable to be done and changed on iOS to make the game less stale than it is right now. And so this sort of brings me on to my third and final point of community involvement and interaction. Now, it was never really a good sign from the beginning of the situation, the hashtag free Fortnite movement. Not a single content creator I knew, big or small, was reached out to by Epic Games before or after, you know, the hashtag free Fortnite movement had started. And before, obviously, this is a lawsuit. They're planning something absolutely massive. So I wasn't really expecting Fortnite to reach out to us before, but it was extremely shocking to me that after Fortnite and Epic Games pretty much uprooted my entire career and everything I had been working for over these last 2.5 years, there was no word. I got no word from anyone at Epic Games. I got no word of any updates on the situation. I was basically receiving news in real time as it was happening from Epic Games themselves. And that's not really typically a problem, but it was really unfortunate to see people like myself, Grant the Goat, Essence and Santa, Surfing Boy, all these people who were content creators in the community, we were getting no support, where big people, Cypher PK, Ninja, Ali, the 1% guys, these guys were receiving care packages of hashtag free Fortnite gear, and they don't play the game. They don't care about mobile. They could care less of what happens to the game because they're on PC and they're gonna be fine and nothing affects them. But the entire mobile community of content creators received no word, no support, no involvement from Epic Games on this issue. And that really, for me, just set the tone of this is going to be a long road, and most likely Epic Games is just going to be setting us aside, forgetting about us. And ultimately, my speculations came true. Over the last 4 months, Epic Games has decided to ultimately withdraw themselves from the iOS community and the Fortnite mobile community as a whole. I can't name a single thing they have done to the game or to the community other than give iOS players some extra free V-Bucks, but you only ever got those V-Bucks if you'd already purchased V-Bucks. So the people who were free to play default boys, they didn't receive anything because of course they never spent money on the game. So this wasn't a perfect solution. I appreciated the thought and the effort of Epic Games to do this, but other than that, there hasn't been a single word, there hasn't been a single tweet, there hasn't been a single bit of notion from Epic Games that lets us know that they still care about us. It's been 4 long months of us just dealing with this sort of just silence, this radio silence, this act that Fortnite mobile does not exist anymore for some odd reason. And ultimately, I'm kind of just tired of it. And I think a lot of people in the mobile community are as well. That's why you see a lot of the content creators not posting more. That's why you see a lot of the people who just play this game, competitive, casual or not, they're just not participating anymore. Because even though the player base of true, hardcore mobile players is still there, it's really hard to be passionate about the game when Epic Games has time and time again failed to do literally the bare minimum of either A, communicating with us, B, updating the game in the literal slightest ways possible, or C, just doing something, whether it's involvement with, content creators, the community, tournaments, just anything. They just have removed themselves ultimately from this situation. And because of that, I've kind of just lost hope. And I really wanted to wait till the season 5 update to make this video because season 5 was sort of like a milestone. Like, season 4 had come and gone. Epic Games could have thought of some new and interesting ways to keep the game fun and updated, or, get some community interaction going on. But the season 5 update day came and went. Epic Games tweeted nothing. Mobile received nothing. And it was another day of pretty much Epic Games just forgetting about mobile. And, I'm saying all of this criticism towards Epic Games as someone who spent the last 2.5 years of my life playing this game. And like I said, I owe nearly all of my success and relevance to this game, as it is something I've poured my heart and soul into content-wise, community-wise over these last 2.5 years. And it really just pains me to see how little Epic Games cares about just the community that has arisen over these last 2.5 years. I don't think anyone 2.5 years ago when Fortnite Mobile first originally launched would have assumed that it would be this big, that there'd be millions of players, that there'd be competitive tournaments being held for people playing on mobile devices. But that's the point in which we're at. There is a huge community of devoted, loyal fans to mobile, and there's millions of casual players who enjoy picking up their phone, playing Fortnite Mobile for a few games, or at worst case, picking up their phone and purchasing what's the latest thing in the item shop. And so I think because of the situation that Fortnite Mobile is in, if it was a really small game, I would understand. But the amount of people who are in this community that have really just been unfortunately let down because of Epic Games, there's too many people being affected by this for Epic Games to continue to act like this just isn't a problem, to not communicate and to not update the game and to not let the player base know what's going on. And so at this point in time, if nothing changes, if Epic Games, doesn't receive this video, even if they do and they don't decide to make changes or have any sort of communication or feedback based on this video, all we could do as a mobile player base is wait for the lawsuit. You guys keep asking me, what can we do? Ducky, can you tweet out at Tim Sweeney? Can you tweet it at Epic Games? Can you contact the guys, get mobile back? I've been doing that. I think myself and a few other people in the community, Golden and Surfing Boy to name a few, have been very adamant. We've been very vocal. We've been very, clear that we are still here. We still care about Fortnite Mobile, but it has been equally clear that the people we are reaching out to and trying to get word from just either see our messages and don't care, or don't respond and don't communicate. And so I've spent the last 4 months of this ban trying to do everything in my power to get some sort of communication or word or change for the betterment of Fortnite Mobile, and that's just not something that has happened. And so ultimately, I've come to the decision in my mind that if nothing changes, we just gotta wait. There's nothing we can do. There's no amount of tweets we could send. There's no amount of, emails we could send to Epic Games to get them to change the status of Fortnite Mobile and to right the wrongs they have ultimately caused over these last few months. And in no way do I think Epic Games hates the mobile community, because ultimately they make a lot of money from us. And at the end of the day, Epic Games is a business. This entire decision from Epic Games to sue Apple was a business decision, and Fortnite Mobile was a very, very, very good business for them. So in a lot of ways, this is a very confusing situation for me. I know personally people at Epic Games who love the mobile community and they want nothing and any sort of harm to come towards the mobile community, but by ignoring us, that is pretty much inadvertently what has happened and what they've caused over these last few months. And so I know even through all this, Epic Games still has the mobile community in their minds and they still care about us, but at the same time, with the lack of transparency, with the lack of communication, and with the lack of updates they've shown over these last few months, it leads myself and the mobile community at large to really just assume that they don't care about us, which is extremely, extremely unfortunate to even think about. So I guess the last thing I have to say about this is that I really hope someone at Epic Games, this gets to someone. It's probably not going to get to Tim Sweeney, the CEO of Epic Games, but I think a message from Epic Games regarding the situation of iOS in the future of the game would greatly be appreciated by every single person in the iOS mobile community. And if there's anything that I can leave this video off on that I think will resonate with a lot of you guys, is that I personally am never going to quit on Fortnite Mobile, but there's really nothing I can do if Fortnite Mobile quits on me. And so with all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I'm not sure. I think this might be one of my last mobile videos I'm going to be making for a very long time. And so until then, it's been your boy, Ducky the Gamer. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and see you guys in the next one. Peace.